minds of the American public are weak, to quote the great Tony Blair. I mean, just look at this. Just look at these net approval ratings of Democrats in Congress. In late February, at the beginning of the war, it was minus 41 points, minus 39, minus 39. And so you're just looking at these numbers right here, and you go to yourself, no wonder what's going on at this point, that Democrats simply put cannot take the ball and run with it and actually in the polls be trusted more than run, because the Democrats in Congress simply put are not well liked. In fact, these are the three lowest on record in terms of percentage points for the approval for Democrats in Congress. So it all puts together a picture. Donald Trump and Republicans may not be liked, but Democrats in Congress are really hated.
We have the mainstream media and the Democrats all making excuses for why illegals were voting. Take a look at this. This is clip 5.
For a full year now, they have not come up with any of this purported evidence of voter fraud. You guys are in search of something that there's been no evidence exists in New Jersey.
Well, so that was Abby Phillips a couple years ago, saying, "Oh, why are you guys talking about voter fraud? You haven't brought up any evidence. Now, fast forward to yesterday, where all this broke, or this week, we have evidence, and here she's saying this.
It's double checking its voter rolls tonight after a software error added 6,600 non-citizens to the voter rolls. The suggestion that this is fraud suggests that these people were trying to vote. Sometimes what happens is that when state systems are incorrect, people receive information and they are confused. Where some people who are ineligible to vote are not aware that they're ineligible to vote. I do think whether it is widespread or not matters. I do think that the numbers actually matter.
So now it wasn't widespread. It wasn't enough to change the election. Nicole, what are your thoughts here?
This is the tip of the iceberg, and they cannot blame the software company. The software company is doing what it does. It collects microdata and it sends the data to the Board of Election. The Board of Election is the fail stop. They're the last person, the last group that looks at that data before this person becomes an official voter. But listen, I can make this all go away very easily. Won't cost us a dime. Stop giving illegals driver's licenses. In fact, you're going to save money. You'll save a bunch of money. Again, if we want these people out of our nation, and what you hear Democrats saying is, well, yeah, some of them need to go, but it's so inhumane. Well, let's do this the right way. We'll starve them out. No aid. That's food stamps, no Medicaid, no Section 8 housing, none of that. Absolutely none of that. No bank accounts, right? No driver's licenses. You know what they're going to do? They're going to go to Canada. They're going to go somewhere else that hands out free things like we do. You know, they tell you over and over again, the reason why they came here is not to chase the American dream, it's for the money. They come here to make quick and easy money that they can send home to their families who are, you know, building their home or wherever they intend, or to help their mother. All of these things are economic. So when we choke it off, it's much, much easier to solve, and we'll be saving a ton of money.
Absolutely.
You're welcome. It's very easy. You're welcome.
I got two things. One, folks, don't let them fool us. All right. If there were 400 votes, if they're saying it was 400 votes, it's really 4,000. Okay. It's a lot more than what they are letting on to. All right. Or what they got caught doing. All right. It's a lot more. It's double and triple times that amount. All right. That's number one. Number two, I am so sick of these Democrats, these leftists. It's exhausting. Do you understand what they're doing? Okay. First, it's they flood the borders with illegals. All right. That's number one. Then when they get here and they cause all kinds of problems, they blame us and call us heartless because we don't want to open up our country to them. But they're here, right? You know, this is how they try to trick us. They try to get us. They flood us in with them. Then they say, well, you got to give them driver's license because if you don't, they're going to drive and then they're going to hit and run. They won't stay for accidents. You know, it's going to cause more issues. So you give them driver's license. Now you got to give them the vote. Okay. Now you see in some of the local elections, like in New York City, like here in Maryland, they can vote. All right. Then it was, well, you got to give them health insurance, or you got to give them medical insurance. You got to allow them to go to the hospitals, because if they get sick and they have some type of very highly contagious disease, then it can cause everybody to get sick. So we got to give them health insurance. You got to give them social services and food stamps, because, if they're hungry, they got to eat while they're here. You got to let them come to the public school system, because, they got children, and the children have to, go to school. So we got to open up the schools. You give them an inch, they take a mile.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you give them the inch, they take the mile, like you said, and the bureaucracy gets bigger. The Americans are paying more, not only financially, but giving them licenses. Some of them have CDLs, and we've had major traffic accidents with Americans being killed on the roads because these people still don't know how to read the English language. So again, no matter which way we turn, they want more from us. They want blood from us. And then they want us to be compassionate about the blood that we're giving. It's all a scam. This is why I started calling COVID the big scam-demic. Well, let's throw everything in there now, because as the bigger the government, the smaller the people. Dennis Prager. As this government grows, and not only that, it's growing with illegals, whatever you want to call them, undocumented. It's growing all in the wrong direction, and we are still paying for it. The rest of us, the normies, so to speak, the same people who are saying no, stop. They come in through the border. Okay, give them this. They come, once they're here, then they come in all these other different ways, not to mention the welfare system and all of that goes with that, right? It's a fraud. It's a scam. And ultimately, it is undermining our rights. Again, our birthright, our God-given blessings as Americans. Again, I got to throw in my little punchline, because I'm going to keep writing this. Thank you, Roberts, Kavanaugh, and Coney Barrett, that now any damn body, lottie-dottie, everybody can just be an American, and we got to pay for it, okay? That's what they're doing. They are eroding us as Americans, undermining our country, our Constitution, because ultimately, they don't give a damn. They're going to be whatever you want to call it, globalist, whatever, but the rest of us still have to be here and contend with this foolishness.
Absolutely. What's up, everybody? This is Poppin' Politics. Get your merch. Are you a Poppin' Politics fan? Are you unapologetically American? Or not black, not white American? We got it all for you right here. Get your merch.
Get the classic shirt. Classic. Goes with everything, comes in a variety of colors. Smart, edgy, conservative, like us, like you. This is a great way to support the channel. Click the merch button.
There is no shame in being an American. Get your shirt today and be unapologetic about it. Get your shirt, wear it, and be a proud American.
You can get it all in t-shirts and hoodies. You can get it in stickers, on bags. You can get it all on our website, metroconservativemedia.com, or our YouTube page, Pop and Politics, and tag over to store. You can get your merch and show you're proud to be an American and support Pop and Politics.